In a village where no woman could grow hair, one girl was born with long hair. They hated her for it, not knowing she was their only hope. Once upon a time, there lived a village known as Irun Village. At first glance, the village looked ordinary. Mud houses stood in neat rows, narrow footpaths connected homes to farms and streams, and children ran barefoot, chasing one another in the dust. Elders sat under the old Iroko tree every evening, sharing stories of the past. But there was something strange about Irun Village. Every woman there was bald. From the day a female child was born, no hair ever grew on her head. Not as a baby, not as a child, not as a grown woman. Generation after generation, the women of the village remained bald. It had been that way for so long that no one questioned it anymore. Baldness was their identity. Baldness was their fate. Then one day, fate broke its own rule. Her name was Amara. The day Amara was born, fear entered the village. The midwives screamed when they saw her. One of them nearly dropped the baby. Tiny strands of black hair covered the child's head, thick and full, shining under the lantern light. It was something none of them had ever seen before. Before anyone could ask questions or seek answers, tragedy struck. Amara's mother died immediately after giving birth. Her body grew cold while the baby cried loudly beside her. Barely a month later, Amara's father fell ill. No herbs worked, no prayers helped. He grew weaker by the day until death finally took him as well. By the time Amara was old enough to recognize faces, she had already lost both parents. According to tradition, she was sent to live with her closest relative, her aunt, Aunt Nima. Aunt Nima accepted her, but not with love. She had a daughter of her own named Nayara, a girl who was bald like every other female in the village. From the very first day Amara entered the hut, Aunt Nima felt a sharp pain in her heart. The child she took in had something her own daughter would never have: hair. As Amara grew, her hair grew with her. It became long, thick and shiny, falling down her back like royal cloth. Whenever she walked, people turned to look. Whenever she bent her head, sunlight danced on her hair. Some women admired her openly, calling her hair a blessing. Others admired her quietly, smiling while sadness sat heavy in their hearts. But some did not admire her at all. Aunt Nima watched Amara closely every day. Each time she saw Amara combing her hair by the fire, bitterness stirred inside her. Nyara often sat nearby, watching silently, her smooth head shining. Comparison filled the hut, and comparison turned into hatred. Despite everything, Amara remained gentle. She helped with chores, fetched water from the stream, greeted elders politely, and never spoke back, even when Aunt Naima treated her badly. The villagers could not help but like her. Then came the day that changed everything. The oracle called the village together at the sacred grove. Drums stopped beating, conversations ended. Leaning on her carved staff, the oracle spoke.
The curse will end through the girl with hair.
She said. Gasps filled the air. The one who carries what was taken shall rise. She shall become queen, she shall marry the prince of the kingdom. Through her purity, the curse shall be broken. The girl with hair is the chosen one. All eyes turned to Amara. Her legs shook. Her heart raced. Aunt Naima froze. The elders reminded the people of the ancient curse. Long ago, a grieving widow had been accused of killing her husband. The villagers shaved her hair, beat her, humiliated her, and banished her. As she left in tears, she cursed them, declaring that women of the village would be bald for generations. And so it had been. Now Amara stood as hope, but hope can also be a threat. Every praise Amara received made Aunt Nima angrier. Each mention of the future queen burned inside her. She knew one thing: if Amara lost her purity, She would lose everything. One evening, Amara returned from the stream, tired and thirsty. Aunt Nima handed her a drink, smiling sweetly. "Drink this," she said. "You must be exhausted." Amara drank. Her vision blurred, her body grew heavy and darkness swallowed her. She woke to shouting. Her head throbbed. Her body felt weak. She tried to sit up when a stone struck her shoulder. Another hit her leg. She screamed. She was surrounded by villagers shouting in anger. "Abomination! Immoral girl! She has brought shame upon Irun Village," Amara cried out, confused and terrified. She remembered only returning home and drinking the water her aunt gave her. Her clothes were still on. She had done nothing wrong. "She was found with a man," voices shouted. "She is not pure." Amara shook her head desperately, insisting she was innocent. Just then, Aunt Nima and Niara returned from the farm. When told what had happened, Aunt Nima did not question it. She pretended to be shocked and turned against Amara. "There is only one punishment," she said. "Her hair must be shaved." Amara screamed and begged, but no one listened. Aunt Nima held her down while another woman shaved her hair. Strands fell to the ground as Amara cried until her voice broke. When it was over, her head was bare, her spirit shattered. The village moved on. Amara was shunned. She stayed indoors, silent and broken. Weeks later, something unexpected happened. Her hair began to grow again. Whispers spread through Irun Village. An ancient truth resurfaced. When a woman was falsely shaved for immorality, her hair would grow back. Fear entered Aunt Naima's heart. The king soon heard everything. Guards arrived. The man who had been paid to lie beside Amara confessed. Aunt Nima fell to her knees as the truth was revealed. Amara was cleared. Justice was served. As Amara prepared to marry the prince, Aunt Nima and Niara were sentenced to hard labour, carrying water and firewood for the wedding they had tried to destroy. On the wedding day, drums filled the air. Amara stood radiant, her hair flowing once more. As she knelt beside the prince, the curse broke. Women across the village felt hair sprouting on their heads. Joy erupted. Amara became queen and ruled with wisdom and kindness. She held no hatred in her heart. The village flourished. Years later, mothers told their daughters the story of the girl who was hated, betrayed, and wronged, yet rose to save them all. "Be like Amara," they would say. "Truth always grows back." And so, Irun Village was free at last.